Hello friends, my name is Manoj Kumar from Corp IT. In this today video, we'll discuss about what are resource quota and limit range. First, we go through the theory section and then we go for a practical section. So in my previous video, I already defined the namespaces. What exactly are namespaces? In today video, we'll discuss about resource quota. So namespaces, you can think of a logical space. The resource quota, you can think about the restriction that we can apply on that namespace. So if we go by a definition, then a resource quota is like a budget for an entire Kubernetes namespace. It defines the maximal total resources such as CPU, memory, storage, and number of pod that can consume within that namespace. And now understand what about the limit range. So when the basically the resource quota is for the namespace and limit range is for the individual component. So if you go by the definition, then what exactly the limit range is? A limit range define maximum minimum CPU and memory value per container or pod in a namespace. So the resource quota is at a namespace level. Limit range is the individual element level, like container, pod, on those. It ensures every container operate within the healthy limit even when the developer forget to specify the resource request. Sometime what happened, basically we created a pod, we did not specify anything, and it just consumed the resources whatever we present on the system, because we are not setting up any limit like buddy that you need to consume till that point. You need not to go beyond that. So those things will be managed by the limit range. How the resource quota and limit range work together? A resource quota ensure the namespace doesn't exceed its overall budget, and the limit range ensure no single container over consume resources or starve other. So that's how the resource quota and limit range work together. So now let's just go to the terminal just to understand this better. So I already have a folder for the resource quota and the limit range. We'll apply that. For that, first we'll create a namespace with the name demo. But let me just verify that, because I just created a request quota YAML. Okay, so basically it taking a name demo. So let's just create that kubectl get create namespace demo. Our namespace created. How we can verify? kubectl create get namespaces. So we have a demo namespaces. How we can get more info about that? kubectl describe namespace demo. So you can see here there's no resource quotas on that. So now we'll check up our basic resource quota file that we are about to use. So here we are defining, this is the API version, this is the kind, that is request quota. What is the name of that? That is demo quota. In which particular namespace it need to apply? This is the namespace this is need to apply. What are the specification of that request quota? Pod should be 3, requested CPU should be 1, requested memory should be 1 GB, limited CPU 2, and like that you can define your rules in it. So let's just apply that. kubectl apply -m -f and then rq-basics.yaml. So it's stated, it is created. How we can verify that? We need to describe our pod again, and you can see we have our limit here. Now we need to create the limit range. cd limit range ls-la. Now let's just open that file lr. So here what we are defining. So the kind will be limit range, in which namespace it need to do this, and these are the limitation that we apply over there. How we can create that? So we do that kubectl apply -lr basic. How we can verify that? We will do this, and here we have the limit. Now let's just do a demo. So we'll create a deployment kubectl create deploy. No, first we need to go to that particular namespace demo, then only it will work. So kubectl config set context current --name space equal demo. So now we're in the demo namespace. Now let's just verify that. So kubectl deployment nginx demo will use the image equal nginx and okay, yeah, equal to, it is created kubectl get all. So you can see it is created. Now we have our container, now we have our pod ready. Now let's just scale it. So we'll scale it to the 5. Okay, and let's just verify that. So if you can see here, we have only 5 pod running. We don't have 5 running because we defined for a 5, but we still have 3. Why we have that? Because of this kubectl describe namespace demo, because here we define that we should not go beyond the 3 pods, and we already hit the 3, so it is not going beyond that. So that's how you can use your resource quota and limit. If you want to deep dive further, then you can also check out this detailed article. There I mentioned a lot of other things also, so it will be really helpful for you. So that's all for this short video. I hope you like it. If you have any suggestion or any question, you can just let me know in the comment section. I will be more than happy to assist you with the same. If you want to connect with me, then you can probably reach out to me over the LinkedIn. I'm super active over there, so we can connect to there over. If you have an query or something, we can also address that over there. So that's all for this short video. See you in the next one. Till the time, peace.